Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening, Andrew.
Still can't do singing.
No.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes. Where are we today, Lisa? With Doctor Who.
We are on episode 1 of the Terror of the Autons.
The Terror of the Autons.
The Terror. Sorry, Terror of the Autons. Sorry.
Adding a the.
I added a the.
Yes. So we've got the arrival of the Master.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about him
in a moment
shortly. But we just need to recap on the stories that we haven't really talked about,
mm-hmm.
which are Ambassadors of Death.
Yes.
And Inferno. Now,
Yes.
in your hand,
Yes.
or on your lap, you've got
Yes.
some video covers for those stories, haven't you?
And they're
now, we
signed.
did do a video ages ago about some of our signed covers,
Yes.
but not everyone will have seen those. And
No.
these Twitch ones are getting more views, which is nice. Thank you,
Yes,
everyone.
thank you.
So I thought it's worth getting them out again and
Mm-hmm.
just zoom in on the Ambassadors of Death one.
So, it's
Twang.
the Ambassadors of Death.
Who's that?
Twang.
Who's that?
That's Terrence Dix, which
Yeah.
is that one there.
Yeah. Terrence Dix's surname was banned by the chat room
Yes.
in Twitch
And
because it sounded rude.
And the Brig, Nicholas Courtney.
Ah.
Bless him.
Now, can you remember where you got that done?
I think that's a 10th Planet one, that one.
So, 10th Planet was a shop in Barking, that used to,
yes.
whenever the DVDs or videos came out, they'd try and organise some signings of people that were involved with the stories.
This must have been one of the later ones, because there are some DVDs.
Ambassadors of Death is a very late one, because there was so much work required to get it into colour. And even on the video, I think it was still in black and white in places, wasn't it? I seem to remember it. Yes, this tape features over 90 minutes in colour with the remaining material in black and white. So even at this point, they weren't able to get it into colour well enough. But again, we can talk about that in a second.
Yes.
And you've got Inferno.
Inferno, which is very colourful.
And what's that huge splodge on the top?
The
Lisa?
huge splodge is obscuring Caroline John's surname.
So it says Lisa.
It says
Caroline
Lisa,
Splodge.
But best of luck, Caroline Splodge.
And then she's written,
put sorry.
Sorry was an error. What happened?
A pen
blobbed.
Yeah.
And who's the other one?
Christopher Benjamin, Sir Keith Gold, or Henry Gordon Jago.
Was that 10th Planet again? Or?
No, that
was the Who shop.
But it wasn't actually the Who shop, it was at the Cafe Munchen, which they used to hold signings in sometimes. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as a couple of stories, what do you think of these two ones then?
Well, I love Inferno.
Yeah.
Inferno, I think, is not only my favourite season 7 story, it's contending to be my favourite Pertwee story.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Why is that then?
Because it's I don't know. It's because I think I like all the parallel Earth stuff.
Yeah. The brig and
the brigade leader.
Yeah,
and
having a chance to do.
Yeah, getting to do something different.
Because Nick Courtney always used to say it was one of his favourite stories, just for the range of material he had.
Yeah, to do. Yeah. I mean, I was watching it this morning on its second repeat, the last few episodes. And he's really good. He's absolutely stunning as the brigade leader, because he's evil, he's cowardly, he gets to be all of the things that the brig's not. And then you go back to the our world, the normal world that the Doctor appears in, and he absolutely, because he asked Benton to bring Professor Starman to him, and Professor Starman, being awkward, doesn't want to come. So he absolutely shouts his head off at Benton, bring him, I don't care if you have to carry him. It's about the one and only time you actually ever hear him shout at anybody. Yeah. And it's just such a good performance. And he gets to wear an eye patch.
Yeah. But let's just jump back to Ambassadors a minute. Now, as we said, Ambassadors was always an awkward story technically, because episode 1 exists on 625 line videotape. Episodes 2 to 7 existed as black and white film recordings with off-air sort of home video recording from America, I think. And there was a problem with the transmission in America, so you got all this sort of rainbow colour patterning on it. And I think episode 5 was fairly easy to do. I say fairly, but relatively. But the other ones were a right pain just to get. So it was always a bit of a neglected story, because even in terms of the books, it came out quite late. But I'm very fond of Ambassadors.
I like Ambassadors.
I think maybe it's more of a boy's story.
Possibly.
I don't know. Cause,
though, as somebody said to me at work today, I said, I saw some Doctor Who yesterday. I watched Ambassadors of Death, and I got halfway through it and thought, oh God, is this still going on? Because it is a long story. I said, well, yeah, you have to bear in mind it's not designed to be watched
in one lump.
In one big, huge 7-episode chunk.
It nearly takes 2 months to show. As do obviously all 7-parters.
But I mean, I do like it. There is a lot of chasing and people escaping and being recaptured and people being
But you said about Liz Shaw going over the thing over the weir,
Roy Scammell in a wig.
You can't see that now without thinking of Roy Scammell in his
in his miniskirt and his boots and his wig. Yeah, bless him.
But it's an interestingly complex story.
Yes. And there is no real baddie.
No.
General Carrington is what's the word? He's wrong, but he's doing it for what he believes.
He believes he's right.
Yeah, for what he believes in. So he's misinformed. That's the word I'm looking for.
One other little personal thing about Ambassadors, or the DVD at least, is remember when we got the new telly, which is just sitting over there now. I took the DVD of Ambassadors in to test in the shop, didn't I? Because the sort of source material is so variable on the thing, I thought it was a good test for the telly. I know, I can't remember who it was, but somebody said that whenever they bought a new telly, they'd take the Basil Brush DVD in.
Oh, right.
Because that had all different material sources on it to test. But I thought, well,
we couldn't find that. So.
We have got that somewhere.
Yes, somewhere.
But Ambassadors was sort of fairly new out at the time. And
it did make me laugh, because we're standing in the shop looking at it, and somebody went, what's the matter with Doctor Who?
Somebody recognised what it was, But we're saying about Roy Scammell.
Yes.
One of the joys of the DVD range, as we've always said, is the extras.
Yes.
And the special edition of Inferno, that's just, when it came out...
It's not just come out, it's been out a while.
But had one of our favourite extras, which is, and I will now refer to this book, which is the classic Doctor Who DVD companion? No, compendium. Compendium, there we are. Which is a listing of all the DVDs and all the extras. So Inferno gets 2 entries, and Inferno Special Edition. Here we are. Haydock versus Havoc. Actor and comedian Toby Haydock meets members of the 1970s stunt team Havoc, Stuart Fell, Derek Martin, Roy Scammell and Derek Ware, to discuss their career and work on Doctor Who careers and work on Doctor Who, and reunites them to teach him how to be a stuntman. Produced by Chris Chapman.
I mean,
isn't that a glorious?
It's a glorious piece of work, and I have to say, Toby, you were very brave.
Yeah,
because
he has to climb up this huge sort of scaffolding thing.
It's a fair way off
and land in a load of cardboard boxes.
And you can see he's clearly nervous.
Yeah,
but he does it.
Yes.
He does it. And
so there's a bit of sort of a worrying moment when he sort of does actually sort of fall between the mattresses or something.
Yeah, he sort of goes into the boxes.
Yeah. But I mean, this is the era when you are attempting big stunts, and of course Inferno has the big fall off of the gasometer.
Yeah, is that Roy Scammell?
I think it might be. Yes.
Because there's that, and is that the one where somebody's leg got hurt because.
Oh, is that Chauncey?
Chauncey bounced off the car or
Pertwee
something.
runs him over in Bessie.
Literally.
Yeah, actually gouges his leg, and he has stitches, and he's going, for God's sake, don't tell the wife. You know,
like he's going to go home with all these stitches, and she's not going to notice.
But I mean, this is, we're now into what we sort of call the Pertwee era family now, aren't we?
Yes.
So with Terror of the Autons, now let's just go on to that.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got you've got Joe, you've got Mike Yates, you've got Roger Delgado.
Yes.
Now, I've done a blog post about Roger today. I don't think you've seen it yet, but the pre-show stuff for the Third Doctor actually had Katie on the sofa.
Did it?
Yeah,
Oh, right,
I'll have to show you that later.
Have to watch that later, yeah.
And Katie is as wonderfully daft as ever.
Eccentric,
yes,
is the word you're looking for.
Oh, she's wonderful. Because when did we see her last? That was she was in some play.
She was in a farce at our local theatre.
Yeah,
playing somebody Welsh.
Yeah, we got to say hello to her briefly.
Yes.
Yeah. But bless her. I mean, what's that story about the plastic bags? Isn't it? She was.
Oh.
She was driving along somewhere with a friend
in the passenger seat of a car, because she doesn't drive because she's extraordinarily short-sighted.
There was a load of trees.
Yes.
And she said, "Well, isn't it nice the way all these trees are all in flower or bloom or something with all lovely white flowers on them?" And my friend said, "You idiot! Those are plastic bags that have blown up into the trees." So Katie always sees the world slightly nicer than everybody else does.
I want to live in Katie's world.
Yeah. But hold up the thing. Mr. Martin Holmes has sent us.
We've done this today.
Can we get that? Let me. Yes. Let me have a go.
Okay. Well, the closer you get it, the less you can see of it.
Yeah. Well, this is Round the Archives with me, and you, and Warren, and I am usually known as the editor. And what are you saying? That jackanapes, all he does is cause trouble. And Warren is saying, I shall drink tea. And that is based on the Radio Times cover, which gave such prominence to Roger Delgado.
Which on Pertwee was a little upset.
Was a little concerned that people thought he was the new Doctor.
Yeah, well, he said people kept coming up to him going, so you're not Doctor anymore then?
Roger Delgado's taken over then.
Yeah.
But in some ways, Roger does threaten to do that, doesn't he, with his performance? He's just so good.
Even though he's the baddie, you kind of root for him.
Yeah, because he's charming.
He's charming, and he's you almost want to be his friend.
Yeah,
you know.
But yes, on the DVD range for is it Frontier in Space? Yes, John Kelly's done a wonderful.
It's if you see no other
sort of tribute to
documentary that is the
to
one.
Roger.
It's beautiful,
and it's you know, he plays an evil villain, but he was apparently the nicest person in the world. Yes. And everybody's on there just saying how much they loved him, and that was lovely.
It is.
So as these episodes go on, I think people will, fall in love with Roger all over again. I think.
Yeah, I think they will. I think because there's a story about the demons, isn't there?
Yeah.
Excuse me. That when he's led from the cavern or led, to the unit truck at the end of the story.
Oh, they were supposed to.
There
was the load of villagers, and they were supposed to boo.
And they cheered.
On the first take, they cheered him because they liked him so much.
And sorry if that's a spoiler. But that's tomorrow.
Yeah,
so.
But we'll talk about that tomorrow. But so. I think we're into a period I'm going to very much enjoy watching the reactions to.
Yeah. So tonight it's Terror of the Autons, Mind of Evil, with episode 1 superbly recoloured by Stuart Humphreys, otherwise known as Babel Colour.
And Peter Crocker as well.
Crocker. And check his videos out, Babel Colour's videos, because they're absolutely brilliant. And Claws of Axos.
And
with a certain tramp.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, you can wear the T-shirt for that next time.
Yes.
Okay, we'll say goodnight then.
Okay.
And see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.